Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the ComplexlySpant channel, your favorite one-man podcast, as always. Today's title seems kind of counterintuitive, or it may not make sense, because we're going to be talking about learning how to learn. And this is something that I've kind of developed over the last couple of months or so, and it's allowed me to be more focused and diligent in school and other various forms of work and listening to others to gain feedback and such. So just sharing my kind of thought process, and hopefully it helps one of you guys out. So I guess firstly, I'll kind of start off by talking about the mindset I had going into college about learning, and how I approach school and yes, any sort of like area where I can learn in my life. So I think one thing we'll focus mainly on school since that's something everyone can relate to. Is that in school I always felt like, the end goal is an A or end goal is a letter grade or like some sort of metric that shows that you're able to go to the next metric that can go to the next metric. And that can be kind of not fun. For me, I've never been like one who's aspired to get all A's in all my classes, all that stuff. But like doing well was always a priority for me. Even if it wasn't necessarily an A, I just wanted to do well and move on to the next class. I think what I've kind of retrospectively realized is that's a really unhealthy mindset, especially when you've entered the collegiate level, when you're not like technically forced to go to school anymore, at least in where I live in America. And and a lot of people will go to college, because that's kind of like I finished high school, so I should probably go to college. But what I've learned that's really cool about college is that you're able to just, I'm trying to figure out the best way to describe it. It's learning how to learning how to take any sort of information and any sort of like thing you may not like. For example, there are classes I don't necessarily love or that don't have to do with my major of graphic design or anything like that, but learning how to work through the things I don't like, learning how to ask questions, how to take feedback, understanding that when someone gives me criticisms, like they're trying to help me, and essentially turning things from seeing them as like trying to seek a letter grade to just check the box and then do other things with your life. I think one thing that I really focused on or allowed myself to kind of approach learning in is understanding like how to learn and how to take in information and be curious and ask questions about things. Because ultimately, I've found that being in the active pursuit of knowledge has helped me just expand my levels of discipline, expand my knowledge, of course, and also expand my ability to work on things that I like and figure out things. College is very much like a period where you have like, for me, it'll be like 4 years of time to kind of like discover what I'm interested in, what I like doing. So that's why I'm pursuing YouTube so hard right now. It's why I'm like a full-time student and doing more or less part-time, full-time YouTube, because this is an opportunity where I can just throw myself out there, ask questions, and just be a sponge to people who are smarter than me in my fields, because I know I can learn from them. And when you have that level of respect, when you're in a learning environment where you understand that everyone is trying to gain knowledge, that allows you to look at things more objectively. It allows you to think about things more factually, because they're ultimately going to help be kind of an iron sharpens iron situation that will help better you. And yes, that means sometimes that you're going to get feedback. For example, in art classes, I've gotten feedback that like isn't fun. But and even like even with some video stuff, like I have someone I DM like, hey, just give me honest feedback about this. Even though I love this video, like tell me what sucks about it. And it hurts to hear in the moment, but being able to learn and working through the process of understanding how to learn and approaching things not from how can I get this grade, but rather how can I expand my knowledge and how can I grow in my skills. That's been a huge game changer for me in the last couple of months, because I'm no longer focused on getting a letter grade. Like obviously letter grade is like important in terms of like moving on to other areas of learning. but I'm so focused on how can I gain knowledge in this field, and how can I like take that knowledge and use it to gain more knowledge and ask questions, and essentially be in an active pursuit of developing my skills and things. And that, as a byproduct, has led to, I guess, better grades. Although it's not really something I'm like as focused on, because I'm not focused on that letter. I'm focused on growing my capability to know things and ask questions. So yeah, this is just kind of this has been kind of my mindset recently, and yeah, just thought I'd share with you guys today. Maybe it plants a seed of approaching school for your life in the future. But yeah, that's all I really got today. So have a great rest of your day or night, and as always, I'll catch you in the next video. Take care and have a good one. Bye bye.